Your que lo que Knicks fans. Welcome to episode 37 of Knicks fans Wildin'. As always, it's your boy Triple M, man. You already know the vibes in the building with your guy. And man, what can we say with the mid York Knicks? I mean, this team, it's tough to watch sometimes, with the passion that we have with this fan base and just what we expect from this team. It's tough to watch this. Like, they have no offensive sets. They play zero defense from three. Questionable rotations continue, and it's just tough to really like just go all in with this team and really believe in this team. But we got to bring in the guys to keep on breaking this down. As always, I'm here with my guy Don Juan. Tell the people it's gonna be good.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Another week and not too happy, man. It's Don Juan in the building. There's Knicks fans wild and coming out the Off the Ball Network. Make sure to check the guys out there, man. Check out the Off the Ball Network website for your everyday sport needs. And yeah, man, like I said, just back out here another week. Reality hits, and just going week by week, just analyzing what these Knicks is about. And man, the reality is kind of setting in too quick, man. It's only what, like, it's not even 10 games. I think we had 10. No, we're at 11. My fault. We're at 11 games, and it's like, wow, this is what our team is, and this is what our season's gonna look like.
That's
Sheesh.
tough. That's tough, man. And Don
Sheesh.
Juan had so much energy 2 weeks ago. It was like, it was scaring me. It was actually scaring me. And now he's like looking like it's a funeral around here right now. Don
Yeah.
Juan, man, keep your head up. Got to bring in some energy right here. The six man, and if he's in two more shows, he might have to crack the rotation. All right, it's our boy Zebo, man. You already know.
What's good, man? How y'all feeling, man? I mean, I'm chilling, bro. You know, it's 11 games in, so man, come
There we
on, man,
go.
bring it all. I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie,
Okay.
that I ain't gonna lie, that Brooklyn loss was a little tough, but let's talk about it. I'm good. I'm still up. I'm still
Mm,
here.
let's get it.
Yeah, that Brooklyn loss. Just go right into it, Zebo. Talk to us about it. How was that? How bad was that Brooklyn loss to you? It was like mayhem. I,
Nah, it was tough. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That one was bad. Out of all the wins that I really wanted, that was the one that was the one that I really wanted, especially because knowing the situation that Brooklyn is in right now, this is definitely the W that I really wanted. Just the fact that, I mean, obviously everything that Brooklyn is just going through. I know they still have KD, but it just honestly showed me how it just honestly showed me how, like, as far as talent wise, how far we are from Brooklyn. And even just with them just having KD, it just showed me how far talent wise that we are from them. Because man, when you got a top three player in the world, it just makes a world of difference, especially when you have him going for a triple double. It just shows the difference. So and we just had no answer from him. And to be honest, like, a lot of our players just didn't really show up that game. So um, that game just showed me that we're just not in the same caliber as them. And also just in general, bro, we just not good against Brooklyn, which is not good. So these are the wins that we should be having. So I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Let me know.
yeah, Kevin Durant has beaten the Knicks 13 games in a row. Like
That's crazy.
that's just an insane stat to lose to one player and one team 13 times in a row. But yeah, before I
Hey,
kick it to Don Juan, that Brooklyn game was just pure. Like, from the beginning, we just got punched in the mouth and we just didn't get up, like, at all. Like, I had some Brooklyn Nets friends texting me that are fans of the Brooklyn Nets, and I couldn't even say nothing because from the very beginning, he said, "Y'all gonna let Deshaun, or whatever his name is, Deshaun Sharp, come in this game in the third quarter," and that's exactly what almost happened. I mean, KD just
yeah,
came with that energy, and he basically just he looked like, all right, we're not gonna lose this game, and that's, Don Juan had texted me. He was like, man, I wonder how Spider would have looked in this game if he was in the Knicks, because it was just a star-powered game. I mean, this one star took over this game, literally,
yeah.
because
Yo,
once Kevin Durant started flowing, what's his name? Edmund Summers was making threes. A guy that's averaging 5 points a game had like
Yo,
15 in the first half.
yo, bro, keep it 100. Did any of y'all know who Edmund Summers was? Because I did not know who he was. Like, that's crazy.
I mean, we
It,
get one of these once a game. It seems like with the Knicks, the dude from the Celtics, the white guy, was just shooting threes, looking like a modern day Larry Bird. It's just every day, every game, it's something new with this team. I saw a funny Twitter post by Mike. He just where he had the Kobe and the Shaq getting ready, that the highlight reel that they have where they just dominated, and they like bench players when they see the Knicks are on the schedule, and it's like they know they're about to dominate this game. It, it,
Oh
it's
my
it's
goodness.
it's like it's tough. It's tough, and that's why I
Jeez.
started up with the Mid York Knicks, man. Don Juan, what about that Brooklyn loss?
Hey, I mean, you mentioned it, bro. I felt like it was just one of those games where, I really wonder how Mitchell would have looked. I felt like that game, honestly, it looked like a game like we was in either Dykeman Park or Rucker, like a lot of one-on-ones. The crowd was feeling it. KD was literally eating it up and just proving his point, like, hey, I'm the king of New York, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. And Julius Randle was trying to keep up, but there was just no way. Like, it's funny because Julius Randle really took it upon himself to guard him the whole night. At one point, like he just was out here trying to defend him, and there was just no answer to it. But I mean, Zebo kind of hinted at it. It was a game that it showed how much we need a superstar. We need one, and Triple M kind of hit it too, where the team was feeding off his energy. Literally, like I felt like it didn't matter who was around KD. They were just gonna win that game because of his energy and how confident he felt. Like I'm just gonna do me, and the team was gonna be behind him and rally him. Like they were really feeding off of his energy because he wasn't missing. He was just jaying everybody, hands in his face. It didn't matter. Like he was just gonna win that game, and unfortunately, the Knicks don't have that star, and we had a chance at getting Donovan Mitchell, and I'm not gonna say that Donovan Mitchell is the all be all, but that was the opportunity. This summer was an opportunity where we could have swung for the fences, and we were really holding these picks. We were really holding Quentin Grimes, and maybe I'm not gonna lie, and Zebo might appreciate this, and I'm in my and not that I'm over here saying that I'm lowering my expectations for RJ, but I think I would have been okay with trading RJ for a guy like Donovan Mitchell, bro. Because at the same time, bro, like RJ, he probably would have been better off being in Utah, like just doing his own thing. Look at Utah. Utah's flourishing right now after they traded Donovan Mitchell, and it's because there's a lot of opportunities, guys just playing free, doing their thing. And I felt like that game yesterday, there was no like chemistry. There was nobody that was willing to step up. Everybody looked nervous, talking about RJ missing layups, Obi missing layups, Cam Reddish. I mean, we already know that he be trying to do a little bit too much every time that he tried to go for a layup. He was doing that. I mean, shooting terrible. Bro, everybody, Brunson. It was just literally the worst game I've seen so far this season. And we saw the debacle that happened against the Hawks, and that was terrible within itself. But the fact that even from the beginning of the game that we couldn't get nothing going, get in rhythm, that just showed something that is like, okay, we're not that good. And we've said it before, like where we face these teams with superstars, and we're not in that level, but the Nets aren't even that good. It's just KD and a bunch of regular dudes. It's just KD and a bunch of regular dudes. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, I honestly, this game, I thought we were gonna win. This should have been an easy dub. On top of the fact that the Nets have been dealing with the whole other shit right now with Kyrie, coach, and whatnot. But these guys went in the game like nothing was going on. It seemed like we had the problem in our organization because we don't. It was really alarming to say the least. But at the same time, like this is a New York. It was a battle of New York, and our team didn't even step up to really protect the name, protect the brand. It was
Yeah.
literally just a complete embarrassment. and hopefully that this doesn't cause some type of like a streak where we're just gonna go down this path of losing right now, because we got
Hopefully
some
not.
games that are winnable games, but that was a pretty bad loss. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
27
man.
points.
Let me just go down the list real quick with these stats, because once again, I said this last episode. I am not advocating for Tom Thibodeau's job. His offensive schemes are stale.
Oh man.
The defensive schemes, like you keep giving up the threes every game. You let the Celtics shoot 27 threes on you. It's like he'd rather protect the paint and let teams shoot threes, but the NBA has changed. Everybody shoots threes. You got to protect the three. But when are we going to just flat out say it and hold these players accountable? I mean, it doesn't matter who's coaching out there if you have these stats. Cam Reddish, 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 4 from 3. Jalen Brunson, 4 for 14 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. RJ Barrett, 5 of 14 from the field, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, and again, just missing a lot of layups. He just cannot make layups this year. And let's go down the bench. Come on, our guy Emmanuel Quickly. We had big hopes and high hopes for Quickly. He went 1 of 8 from the field and 0 of 6 from 3 pointers. I mean, Obi Toppin, 2 of 7 from the field, 0 for 2 from the field, from 3, excuse me. And he was just looking very tentative. I don't know if he was just he could be getting frustrated himself. He came into the game and it was already down 15, and he's like, "What are
Yeah,
you doing
literally.
here?" Julius Randle, his stats look nice: 7 for 15, 4 of 8 from 3, double double, 24 points and 11 rebounds. But his defense was awful, awful defense, not hustling. And he just continuously dribbles the ball into turnovers. He's just a turnover machine. Put another 4 turnovers for Julius Randle. I mean, his game is really frustrating a lot of people, myself included. Because he hits those 8 threes, and you think like, all right, maybe he starts playing better, like as far as team oriented ball and stuff like that. And then he goes does what he did yesterday, and it's frustrating, man. But what play are you most concerned with as I read up these mid stats, Don Juan?
Honestly, is RJ Barrett, bro. RJ Barrett. This was a game that, as much as Julius Randle got hate off rip, I felt like he was the only one that, you know, call it empty stats or whatnot. Without Julius, this game would have been we would have been down 30 in the first quarter. Realistically, like he was the only one that at least on the offensive side, he was doing something. The whole team, defensively, offensively, shat the bed. And RJ, I think it was the third quarter. I seen him, stepping up, trying to like he was talking it up with KD, trying to get into his head, and that wasn't gonna stop it. RJ at the end of the day, like I felt like this was a moment where okay, the team isn't producing. Let me see what you got. This is a big stage. You're in Brooklyn. It's a big game, in-state rival or in-city rival type. This is a game where I expect a little more from you. You missing free throws. You're missing layups. Like
Yes, sir.
you just got paid. Like, we've been saying it, expectations a little higher from my guy. We're gonna hold him accountable. And I just said I'm willing. I was like that game really put me on edge, and I'm like, yo, why did we trade this guy again?
Oh man,
Why didn't we trade this guy again?
it's a
Because we
very
worried
good
about
question.
RJ picks and all this. Like I'm really questioning our like what did we see? Because I didn't yesterday. I didn't see anything special from him, and now I'm questioning what have I seen so far, because this guy isn't what we thought he was or what he was advertised at this point. I mean, granted, it's
Mm,
one game, but it's a
mm.
big game, big stage, bro. Big game, big stage, and this
Don
is what you're
Juan
gonna do.
had it with RJ Barrett. I mean, bro, that's very warranted. You're warranted to feel like that, because he did shit the bed on a big game on national TV. But Zebo, who are you more concerned with, the mid stats that I just gave out?
For me, it's Emmanuel quickly. I mean, I mean, you guys already know I've been critical about RJ Barrett, so we're not even gonna go on that. But for me, it's Emmanuel quickly because I feel like those are the type of games that I would like to see you step up on, especially knowing that the whole team is, it's cold, and that's one of our heat check guys, and so those are the games that you actually want to see him actually step up in and actually shoot a few threes because I feel like with his I feel like if he does show his production and hit those threes, that does end up, that changes the morale of the whole game. And so in those type of games, yeah, I would like to see Emmanuel quickly step up a little more because honestly, his stats been a little, they've been down right now.
Yeah, his shot is off.
So. And so yeah, his shot is off crazy right now. And so I definitely need him to bring, to get his confidence back. So for me, it's Emmanuel quickly for sure.
Yeah, for me, man, it's for me the mid stats concern I had was with Cam Reddish. Because hopefully Quinn Grimes is back. Supposedly he practiced in full today. The foot injury, hopefully it's no longer a concern. So now you have these three guards competing for two spots, and I really, really want Cam Reddish to grab that spot and cement it. But when you go 0 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, it goes back to that consistency thing that's been Cam Reddish' problem his whole career, just putting consecutive games together, strong, good games like he did. His defense has been very good this year, don't get me wrong. But I mean, we need something on offense. As much as we all hate Evan Fournier, I cannot watch no more Evan Fournier. I'm so tired of Evan Fournier. I've been saying it on the show. But his shooting is still a threat, per se. His shooting hasn't been that good this year, but teams still respect his shooting. You can't leave Evan Fournier open. But Cam Reddish 0-7 from the field and 0-4 from three, and the game before that was similar. He didn't do that well in the game against Boston. I'm looking up his stats right here. I mean, against Minnesota, he
Minnesota.
had 8 points, and that's it. Nothing rebound, no assist. The game against Boston, 4 points, 2 assists. He's playing 37 minutes, 29 minutes. He only played 18 yesterday because he just did not have it. But a lot of people saying he's not getting the ball, he's not getting the touches. Those things are warranted, but you got to feel like you got to impact the game in different ways. His defense, like I said, has been good, but maybe make an assist, or call for the ball. It's just, I don't want to see Evan Fournier no more. And the fact that Cam Reddish had such a bad game yesterday, it's concerning because now what are we gonna do? Quinn Grimes can't be situational anymore.
Yeah.
We held, quote unquote, held him back on the Donovan Mitchell trade. Tibbs loves him. The front office loves him. He has to play. He has to play. And who if Cam Reddish hits the bench again, and I have to see more Evan Fournier, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep on doing this show. It might
Yeah,
be
I hear
over for
that.
me, fellas.
Nah,
I might give up.
you're right though. Like Fournier, if Cam Reddish keeps performing this way, it's gonna justify playing Fournier. At least in Tibbs' eyes, it's gonna justify playing Fournier a
Yeah,
little, couple
I
more
mean, he has
minutes.
no choice. Yeah, nah, you're right, bro. He has no choice at this point. Like he
Yeah, because
legit has he has no choice.
and honestly, I didn't even know Grimes was available to play. I have missed the fact that they had said he was available, but
yeah.
this dude Tibbs brings him in with like 3-4 minutes left in the
What
game.
was that about?
It was already a blowout. Like, dude, this guy was
I
able and ready to play, and he could have contributed to the game. And he hits a three just in that those
Few
last minutes he
minutes.
played. He hits a three, what bam, with contest. It was contested as well. It's like, are you telling me this guy couldn't contribute some type of you
I
know some type of value to this game right now?
I
Granted,
told y'all,
we
bro.
was down big early, but come on now.
I'm
I
telling
told
you.
y'all, bro. I think it's serious, bro. Like I think he was trying to ease. I think he was trying to ease him into the game and see exactly how that foot is feeling, bro. And obviously, the fact that he didn't play this game is telling me that he
But
didn't feel right to actually keep going.
he played. That's the thing.
Wow,
So
bring
it's
him
like
in.
you're gonna bring him in garbage time and risk an injury, and then it's like that's even if anything that's even worse on the coach if the guy gets hurt in garbage time when it's like he's not even 100%. You
that
know.
might have been the most
We talk
puzzling.
about Tibbs, so
Yeah, that might have been the most puzzling thing that happened towards the end of the game, and it was just like I'm already bleeding, already got the knife to my chest, and then Tibbs just wants to. I'm like, why is Grimes in the game? If Grimes misses the next game, man, we're gonna have to start the fire Tibbs chant at the
Yeah.
Garden. I told you I
Right.
was coming. Y'all said no. I told y'all before the season, man. The seat is starting to get sweltering for Tom Thibodeau. But let's move on to more drama for Tibbs. D Rose today, as candid as they come when they do interviews, man, he just says whatever he's on his mind. He does not care. Um, asked about his role. He said he's in the unknown. He said, "I'm in quote unquote." This is from Derek Rose. "I'm in the unknown. I'm trying to stay focused and give my all every day by talking to the guys and being vocal." End quote. D Rose said before the year he wanted to be a more of a vocal leader, show the guys, talk about it. But he's only playing 12 minutes a game. Just he looks a little washed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yesterday he was just such a non-factor. Came in, shot a couple bricks, shot a layup. I think it was blocked by Claxton. I mean, fellas, is this the end of Derrick Rose? I'm gonna start with you, Don Juan.
I feel like it is, man. I tweeted yesterday that he should really consider retiring because he's just a shell of himself. He's known for finishing. He's known for these nice, acrobatic finishes, and he's missing those. Those are his gimmies. Like those are automatic for him. And I feel like at this point he's just good for there's an occasional 3-pointer, that kind of changes the momentum at times. But even still, like he's not finishing these layups where we'll put it this way, he's not finishing layups that you regularly see him finish, and then on top of that, now he's forcing these layups that he shouldn't be forcing. There was a couple plays that he's driving, could have dished it out to a player in the wing, open three, and he's trying to finish his layup that he knows he can't do it. Maybe at a time in the point of his career he could have, but I think that he maybe he could contribute some minutes in a contender, but I think with this team right now, like he's just kind of holding the spot where a Cam or Grimes. Obviously, there's some minutes available because Grimes is hurt, and I do think the IQ is ready to lead the second unit as the lead guard, and that's probably even more the reason why I think Derrick Rose will retire. But I mean, I think like the guy lost mad weight. Granted, it's probably health reasons, but I think it's time to hang it up, man. I think it's time to hang because even in a contender, like I don't even think he'll contribute either because it's just like it's really that bad. It's really that bad. Maybe
I,
it's early in the season and he could figure it out, but
yeah, I would disagree. I mean, he could give a contender 15, 12 to 15 minutes. It's just it's just a byproduct of this team right now. It's just like we want to go young. I mean, that's just we're not gonna compete for a championship this year, and that's what D Rose needs. I mean, that's one of the only things he's missing out of all the accomplishments he has had. Youngest MVP in the league. I believe he won a gold medal. I'm not really sure, but he's a very accomplished vet in this league, and he just doesn't fit for this squad. So the Knicks need to try to shed out some of these players that they have. They just have too much players. They have a gut of players that all need minutes. We can even talk about Miles McBride. Before I pass it to you, Zibo, Jeff Van Gundy said, if the Knicks, make a trade for a couple players, they have a player like McBride who could just step in. If the Knicks, let's say, trade D Rose, Grimes, and quickly or something like that, you have a McBride that could step in. You already have other players there on the squad. So the Knicks just need to figure it out, man. They need to figure it out badly.
sounds
Uh,
like we should have traded for Donovan Mitchell, man.
Child,
Fucking shit,
bro,
man.
why let's
Damn
not
it,
go
man.
there,
What the
bro?
hell is going
We
on,
can't go
man?
there. We can't
Jeez
go there.
Louise.
We can't go there anymore. Zebo, what you thinking about it before we move on?
Man.
Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly, I'm looking at this quote a little different. I'm looking at this quote as I think he's just lost in general as far as like what he's seeing on the floor because he's seeing his backup Emmanuel quickly, and he's seeing him so cold that he's like, yo, honestly, why am I not playing enough? Like I feel unknown because I feel like I should be playing more. I think that's his mindset because
Hmm.
he's seeing that his backup is bumming it right now. I feel like, and honestly, and I feel this way too. I feel like right now he should be getting the minutes that Emmanuel quickly should be getting.
Nah.
And honestly, and I feel like with the minutes that he's getting, he should be getting more. Because again, as you get older, yeah, it takes a while. Like I understand. Like I seen the same game y'all seen, where I did see the layups were getting blocked. But again, as you get older, you need minutes to get those. You need minutes to get those bones a little warmer. And so I feel like honestly, he should be getting the same. He should be getting the same minutes Emmanuel quickly should be getting
Nah,
honestly.
and the
Because I feel
timing
like
too. The
I feel like
timing too.
the time and two, I feel like we'd be getting a little bit more production. So I think for me, I saw those quotes as listen, I see my backup point guard is bumming it right now. I think I honestly I deserve the minutes that he is getting. I think I would be a little bit more productive than what
Mm.
I'm actually seeing. Because we can all agree right now, Emmanuel quickly is not doing it for us. He's really inconsistent right now for us on the bench. The only person that's been really the only two people that I feel like that's been really consistent that's been really consistent off the bench has been Isaiah Hartenstein and Obi Toppin. Other than that, it's been pretty erratic
Yeah, yeah.
overall.
Yeah,
Good
you're right.
point. Good
You're
point
right.
right there, Zebo. That's definitely true. Our bench production play has been, well, usually is a strength for us, has been Achilles heel for us as we move forward here. But
Hey, Zeba, one more thing. You remember in the open practice, who was the one walking around with a massage gun? Literally all throughout the practice it was Derrick Rose.
It was Derrick Rose, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Bro. Come on, you can't give a man 11 minutes and think, especially at his age, you can't give a man 11 minutes and think he's just gonna automatically
and when you see him on the
start
bench,
going
he
crazy.
always runs to the bike.
Nah,
He
he does,
always
he does,
runs
he
to the
does.
He
bike.
needs those bones to start warming up. And so you
I'm
can't
not
give a
gonna
man
lie.
like that 10 minutes and automatically think he's going to go ahead and give us MVP D Rose. It's just not going to
Hey,
happen.
you
It's just
know,
not going to happen. But again, when we did see him give us, those 20 plus minutes when he was our sixth man, he was actually giving us productive minutes. And I've seen spurts of that this season where he's actually done great plays. But again, when you're giving him just 10 minutes, you can't expect him to go ahead and, turn water into wine. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Nobody's
hey,
asking him to do all that.
we hit 30. We hit bro, I hit 30 and my body changed completely, bro. And I'm telling you, mind you,
Telling
Derrick Rose
you.
has gone through a whole lot of injuries throughout his career.
Don't tell me
Yeah.
that, man.
You
I'm gonna
know,
turn 30
and
next
my,
week.
my guy Triple M, birthday around the corner, 3-0,
Ah,
You
literally
three
need a
zero.
few minutes,
few days
bro. I'm telling
away.
you.
I'm gonna see my knee.
The
I'm gonna
pain ain't the
see.
same, man. The
It's
recovery
not the
ain't the
same for
same.
it's not, man. Especially for a guy
Oh
like that,
man.
man. Especially with all the mileage he's done, you just can't. And so I
Yeah,
think
because
he
my
sees the
point, he should
situation.
retire.
I don't know about that, man. Honestly, but we need to start. I think the same thing we told. I think the same thing we spoke about. Well, when you guys spoke about directly about not coddling RJ, we need to start doing the same with Emmanuel quickly, man. We got to stop
Mm,
coddling him. Like we need to
Mm.
start seeing more. We need to start. He needs to start being more consistent.
I hear
Like
that.
this, like
Debo
this.
bringing that
Obviously we
fire
love his
today.
shot. Nah, it's true, man. We obviously we love his shot. We love when it's hitting. We love when it's hot. But when he's not, again, no one's really talking about it. So we need him to start stepping up more.
I believe that, though.
That's
That's
a
a fact,
fact,
bro.
bro. That's a fact. That's
That's a big
definitely a
fact.
fact. Let's see, fellas. What's next? What's next on the
What's up
menu for the New
ahead?
York Knicks? Here we go. We got the Pistons at home on Friday. We got the Thunder at home on Sunday. Then we go out west at the surprising Utah Jazz. And then
Mm,
we play the back-to-back MVP Nikola Jokovic in Denver.
mm.
Man, last week me and Don Juan said 2-2. Zebo said 3-1. So you get the congratulations. You played yourself, Zebo, and you lost. So me and Don Juan have one. Put one on the scoreboard for our guy. You know,
As a
we said at whoever loses has to chip in to buy a Kith New York Knicks suit. So Zero, get
Mm.
it together. You got
That's
four
some nice.
games. You
That's some
gotta
nice
go
gear. That's
first.
some nice
You
gear. If
gotta
you
Oh
go
my
haven't seen
first.
it,
god.
You
if
got
you
four
haven't
games
seen it,
right
check
here.
out that. If you haven't seen it, check out that Kith gear, man. It looks that
Fire.
Kith
Eight
Nah, I
hundred
ain't gonna
Kith
lie.
ninety-five
That's
is
heat
the
right
Kith
check.
there.
Knicks collab is fuego.
Yeah.
Nah, that's heat right now. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, for the next four, man, those West Coast trips are hard, and Utah's actually first right now. So
Mm-hmm.
just off the fact that Utah is first, I gotta go 2-2. I'm
Mm.
not gonna do something where I go like, we're just gonna have one win. We just can't do that. Come on, we can't expect that low for our team. So I'm gonna just go two and
We
two.
can. We
We'll
can do
definitely,
that.
yeah, man. We gonna steal one of these games. We'll steal either the Utah or Denver game because again, those games are usually rough for us.
Yo, that's the
So,
best. That's the best
and I
team in
think
the
the
league,
fact that
bro.
yeah, exactly, and the fact
Wait,
that
so
we
you
gonna
got
have
the Knicks going 3-1 or 2-2?
Nah, 2-2, 2-2,
All
bro. Come on,
right.
come on, come on. Come on.
Okay. You
Don't put
said
that.
we're gonna
Don't put
steal
nothing in my
one,
mouth, bro. I
bro. You
said
said
two
we're
and
gonna.
two.
You said you're gonna steal one in the West, out
We'll
West.
still win it. We'll still win out west, bro.
So you
And you know
expecting us
what?
to
And you
lose
know
to
You're
the
what, bro?
expecting us
Pistons?
to lose at home?
To the Pistons or the Thunder?
Yeah, yeah. I think we got
Ooh,
yeah, bro.
nah.
Yeah, right now, because
Twitter's gonna be a shitstorm that day.
that's what I feel about my team right now. Our team is a five. Right now, our team is playing like a 500 team. So I'll give it that. And the strength that you gonna be out there in Denver representing all guys out there. I
Mm.
think we gonna take one out west. So that's how I'm feeling right now. We
Let's
going
get
two
it.
and two.
Let's see. Hopefully, bro. We need that energy. But you just mentioned something that's a pretty good point about when we talked about beginning of the season, how many wins the Knicks will have, and a lot of people said 41. That 41 to 40, 38 to 41 range, I'll say. And the Knicks are doing that. It's frustrating to watch, to go through this journey as we watch, and we have a show that we have to talk about the Knicks. But the Knicks are playing exactly how we thought they would play. They're
Yeah.
a 500 team. They're 5-6. They're scoring 115 points a game. They give up 116 points per game. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They just do everything mid. They're really mid, and it's frustrating to see. But I mean, this is what happens when you don't trade for a superstar, when you have the opportunity to, and you have so many players here that need playing time and trying to find their role. So it's hard, it's toxic everywhere, social media, just talking to people. My friends hit me up, yo, what's going on with the Knicks? My family members who barely watch the Knicks, yo, Julius Randle, and I'm like, man, like it's a lot.
They hit you
But
with the yo, ¿qué pasó con los Knicks? Oye,
yeah,
estos Knicks no están,
yeah.
oye, están basura este año, ¿qué pasó?
Bueno, tú no dijiste que iban a ganar 40 y pico juegos y míralo cómo están aquí. I'll be like, yo, bro,
Oye,
relax. It's
ese pane
11
no,
games
no,
in the
no,
season.
no dio ayer, ¿qué pasó?
Nah, man. Oh, man.
Yeah,
But
bro.
Nah, but
You
no,
already know it's bad, bro, when your Spanish parents starts talking shit about the Knicks and they have a 15-point league in the third quarter, bro. They nervous at bro, everybody is nervous at that point. Even when they have a 15-point league, everybody's just
for
nervous,
real,
bro.
did not feel
That's
comfortable in that
crazy.
Timberwolves game. I just was waiting for it to. Thankfully, the Timberwolves are worse than us.
yeah,
They play
it
four
looked
on
like
five.
it looked like it almost happened. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. But
I'm not
Don Juan,
gonna
what
lie.
you think about these next four games? Give us your prediction.
Man, these next four games, man, it's not gonna be easy, man. We gotta the Pistons. We played the Pistons earlier on season opener, and they played them well. I feel like that's gonna be a dub. I'm gonna be at the game actually. Should be a
Fire.
fun one. That's
Got the
actually gonna
kid
be the
collection.
kid event. New court, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait. And but man, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a 1-3 is gonna happen, man. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah, man.
man.
Shit, you're just gonna come to the
Okay,
garden.
OKC been playing well. They haven't been winning that much, but they've been playing well, man. Those young guys are hungry, playing good. SGA has been killing it. I was actually watching the game last night, and it was a bit of a heartbreaker, but they played well, man. They played against the Bucks, and they took them to the last second, and they did their thing. I feel like we're gonna go 1-3. I feel like these guys really hurt my heart, and I gotta, I gotta protect my heart. I've been
Nah.
Bro, expectations were high because if I'm not mistaken, I was like 41, 42 wins this year, and
That's where they at.
but I think that without Mitchell Robinson, well, I don't know if he's not gonna play or not. They said he's gonna be out for a week and a half. But I feel like without Mitchell Robinson out there, I think it's gonna be a big part, and I think we're gonna go 1-3. The Pistons is the only one that I really think that is gonna be the easy dub, and even still, they're a full squad. Like they might give us a run for our money, but I
Nah, yeah,
honestly
they're
think
good.
that I think we're gonna pull away with that one. But like Utah's literally the best team in the league, the biggest surprise in the league, honestly, by far. And they've been playing hella basketball, marketing and killing it. Then you talking about the Nuggets too, man. The
Back to
Nuggets is
back
a good team, bro.
MVPs.
It's pretty tough. It's a mile high city, man. You know that air is different out there, bro. The air is different, and
Yo, the Knicks haven't won over there since 2006.
yeah, that says a
That's
lot, bro. That says a lot. That says a lot. And looking at these guys' record, because prior to the Nets game, we were because Triple M has said it. We were pretty much beating teams that we had to beat. We were 5-0 against teams under 500 and 0-5 against teams over 500. Yesterday was the first time we lost to a team under 500. We
and
went to
they're not
the Nets,
supposed to be under
and
500.
they're not supposed exactly.
Yeah.
So you kind of you put that in there like whatever. Okay, they're not supposed to be that low,
Yeah.
but like there's a lot of teams that are not supposed to be over 500 right now,
Yeah.
which is the Utah Jazz, and we probably gonna lose against them because everything is clicking right now, man.
Yeah,
I thought these guys
nah.
were tanking. What the hell? Nobody wants Wemby. Wemby, come on, man.
Yo,
The
Triple M,
Rockets want Wemby.
you said the last time we won in Denver was in '06.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, no cap. This is how much you know we a Knicks fan, bro. I think I remember it vividly because I think Jamal Crawford hit a
Yeah,
game winner with a bank shot, bro.
Yeah.
I think I'm
anniversary.
100% sure about that. That's
Yep.
The anniversary
crazy.
was just a couple days ago.
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
that's
That's what it was. We
crazy.
was in the lunchroom table talking about that for sure.
Yo,
Yeah, but man, look, I'm gonna go a little different from you. I'm going 3-1 here because I
Woo.
think that the Utah Jazz, they're 10-3, they're playing, they're flowing, but they're gonna come back down to Danny Ainge is gonna make sure that they're gonna come back down to earth, and it might be with the Knicks. He might be like, listen, I'm sorry, I fucked y'all with the Donovan Mitchell trade. I'm gonna let y'all get this W today. So I think we beat Detroit. I think we beat OKC, and I think we beat Utah. We just have nothing to go with the back-to-back MVP, especially if Mitchell Robinson is not there. Nikola Jokic is gonna cook us for sure. But man, let's get up out of here as we approach this 40-minute action. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. Zebo, get up out of here quickly. My man on mute, yo.
yo, keep liking, keep subscribing to my guys, man, and let's get it, man. You know, West Coast trip, my boy Triple M, birthday next week, so let's get it. He's gonna be in Denver for us. He's gonna be cheering us on, so
Yes,
let's get it,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Don Juan was good.
My guy Zebo says 6 man of the year right here. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, for your everyday sport needs, go to Off the Ball Network. Check out our guys out there, man. And Don Juan signing out, man. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back soon. Hopefully, like Triple M said, 3-1 too, man. Hopefully that's the record, but it's not looking good out here as a Knicks fan.
For sure, man. Stay locked into Knicks Fans Wild, and we're gonna come with a lot of content. Zebo kind of hinted it out there early. I'll be out there in Denver, Colorado. I don't know why I picked that game because we're gonna lose probably, but I'm gonna be out there supporting them. 2006, man. We need to break that curse. But yeah, let's see if we get 3-1 on this trip. It's a good therapy session to talk to my guys here about this Knicks squad that's been really frustrating. But listen, it's a process. We can't skip a process. We got to just keep flowing. We got to make a couple trades to cut down the extra fat that we have on this roster. But all in all, man, it's the New York Knicks. They're gonna keep on driving us crazy, man. You already know the vibe, man. Triple M signing out. Don Juan Zebo. We out of here.